John 8:32 talks about, then you will know the truth and the truth will set you free. All freedom is underpinned by truth. And the verse that precedes that in verse 31 says, if you are my disciples and abide in my word, then you will know the truth. We're all caught up in this culture of like your truth, my truth, whatever. No, there is objective truth. God established the world. He spoke and it was formed by His word. His word is truth. His word underpins the foundations of everything. And we're so arrogant to think we can do things our own way and establish our own truth. And we keep hitting our head against the brick wall, hurting ourselves. So if we know truth, we will find freedom. And ultimately, truth is found in God's word. Now, tying that to Romans 12, 1 through 2, I appeal to you, therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, which is your spiritual act of worship. It's the only right response. Verse 2, do not be conformed to this world, the lies of Satan that led Adam and Eve to eat the fruit and lead to sin, death, and decay. But be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may be able to discern the perfect will of God. Now, in science, it's called this thought of neuroplasticity. So neuroplasticity is this reality that our mind is moldable. Our mind is renewable. So, and I think the 70s or 80s, Carolyn Leaf talks about within the neurological community that studied the brain, they thought the brain was fixed. There's this concept of a fixed mindset versus a growth mindset established by Carol Dweck when she was studying teachers. And Carol Dweck went into these classrooms and they told one set of teachers and students, like, hey, your kids are dumb as rocks, pretty much. And they told another set of kids, like, your kids are brilliant. And they got the teachers to think that way about the students. Now, the dumb of rocks classroom, they didn't succeed. Now, the teachers that thought the kids were brilliant, their scores actually progressed upward. And so what they took away from that was your intellectual ability is not static, it's not fixed, but it can grow as long as you have the right mindset behind it. And what Carolyn Leaf has found through people who have had traumatic brain injuries, who have gone through their 5-step process of renewing the mind, has found that, wow, we thought this was going to be a traumatic brain injury that let this person think at the 3rd grade level for the rest of their life. No, they were actually restored and were able to go through high school, go through college, and graduate. Our mind is an incredible thing, and this idea of neuroplasticity is built on neurogenesis. So neurogenesis is the idea that every day you have new brain synapses, and we have the ability to choose how we're going to use these new brain cells. Are we going to use them in a good way or a bad way? And she ties this to the verse in Lamentations 3:22 through verse 23. Through the Lord's mercies we are not consumed, because His compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Every morning, God gives you new brain cells. So you don't have to live in the toxic thoughts of your past, the toxic stress, but you can live in peace, in joy, in righteousness. Yes. And that neurogenesis gives you the ability for neuroplasticity. Now, what's amazing about this is you can be your own brain surgeon. Yeah, it's like what we all need. Yes. You don't have to be stuck in the past, stuck in the ruts, stuck in the routine. His mercies are new every morning. And I love this verse in Deuteronomy 30, verse Lamentations 3:22 through 23. What is it again? Lamentations 3:22 through 23. And it really aligns with this verse, Deuteronomy 30, verse 19. I call heaven and earth as witness. This is when Moses is talking to the Israelites. Today against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curse. Therefore choose life, that both you and your descendants may live. Every day, when you have those new brain cells in the morning, you get to determine through your choices, through your decisions, are you going to choose life or are you going to choose death? Are you going to align your thoughts with the truth of God's word? Or are you going to align your thoughts with the lies of Satan and let him hold you captive? Let him hold you in fear, guilt, and shame? Or are you going to let God change your life?